What if I told you there's a casino poker game where you can lose almost every single hand and still walk away with more money than you started with? Sound impossible? Yeah, I thought so too. But stick with me, because this game is very, very real. Or what if I told you this is literally one of the slowest poker games at a casino? And that's actually why so many people love it. Like, it's designed to keep you at the table longer without draining your wallet. And most people who walk past a Pai Gow table have absolutely no idea what they're looking at. They just keep walking. But today, we're fixing that. I'm going to break down the full rules, the basic strategy, and even a couple tips that'll help you actually compete at the table. All of it, in plain, simple English. No casino experience required. And stick around until the very end, because I've got one tip that trips up almost every beginner. You do not want to miss it. So, Pai Gow Poker. What even is this game? Okay, so the name Pai Gow actually comes from an ancient Chinese domino game. We're talking centuries old. And then, in the 1980s, a guy named Sam Tarosian, who owned a casino in California, looked at that game and said, "Hey, what if we did this with cards?" And just like that, Pai Gow Poker was born. It spread through California card rooms, made its way to Vegas, and now you can find it in almost any major casino in the world. It sounds exotic and intimidating, but once you get it, it's honestly one of the friendliest games at the casino for your wallet. And that is exactly what this channel is about. And that is kind of the whole point of this channel, how games work. We take games that look complicated or confusing and break them all the way down. Board games, card games, casino games, party games, whatever it is, we make it simple. So if you're new here and you like what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. And we've got a whole library of game explainers just waiting for you. Okay, setup. Pai Gow Poker uses a standard 52-card deck, plus one joker card, so 53 cards total. That joker is special, and we'll talk about what it does in just a second because it's actually pretty cool. The game is played between you and the dealer. That's it. There might be up to 6 other players at the table, but they are not your competition. You are only trying to beat the dealer. The other players? They're just along for the ride. Now, here's where the game really starts. You are dealt 7 cards, and your one and only job is to split those 7 cards into 2 separate hands. One hand has 5 cards. The other hand has 2 cards. That's the whole game mechanic right there. 5 and 2. The 5-card hand is called your high hand. The 2-card hand is called your low hand. And here's the single most important rule in the whole game. Your 5-card hand must be a better poker hand than your 2-card hand. Always. No exceptions. Once everyone sets their hands, the dealer flips everything over. First outcome. You win both hands. Your 5-card hand beats theirs, and your 2-card hand beats theirs. You win. The casino pays you even money, minus a small 5% commission. We'll talk about that in a sec. Second outcome. You lose both hands. Their 5-card hand beats yours, and their 2-card hand beats yours. You lose your bet. That's the bad day. It happens, but not as often as you might think. Third outcome, and this is the one that makes this game special. You each win one hand. That's called a push, a tie. Nobody wins, nobody loses. You just get your bet back. And here's the wild stat. About 40% of all Pai Gow hands end in a push. That means almost half the time your chips just sit there doing nothing. Slowly. Safely. Oh, one more thing. If both of your hands tie exactly with the dealer's hands, like the same exact cards, the house wins that one. It's called a copy hand, It's rare, but now you know. Remember that joker? Okay, here's where it gets fun. In Pai Gow, the joker is what's called a semi-wild card. It's not a full wild. It can only do 3 things. 1. Complete a straight. 2. Complete a flush. 3. Complete a straight flush or royal flush. And if it can't do any of those, it just becomes an ace. So it's never useless. You always get something out of it. Alright, this is the heart of the whole game. Setting your 7 cards into 2 hands. And it sounds more complicated than it is. Your number 1 goal is to make both hands as strong as possible. Always think about both, not just one. Let's say you get dealt 2 kings, 2 eights, and 3 random low cards. You've got 2 pairs. So here's what the smart move is. Put the 2 kings in your 2-card hand, and put the pair of eights plus the other 3 cards in your 5-card hand. Now you've got a strong low hand and a pair in your high hand. 2 threats, both armed. That's balance. And hey, if you're ever confused and just don't know what to do, you can always ask the dealer to set your hand using House Way. Every casino has a recommended setup for every possible hand. Totally free, no judgment. Use it, especially when you're starting out. Real quick, lightning round on poker hand rankings, since your 5-card hand uses standard poker rules. From best to worst. Royal flush, ace, king, queen, jack, 10, same suit. The rarest hand in poker. If you get one, you are a legend. Straight flush, 5 in a row, same suit. 4 of a kind, 4 cards the same. Full house, 3 of one kind plus a pair. Flush, 5 cards same suit, any order. Straight, 5 in a row, any suit. 3 of a kind, 3 the same. 2 pair, 2 sets of matching cards. 1 pair, just 1 match. And at the very bottom, high card, nothing matches. Your best card is your highest. That's it. That's the whole ranking chart. Okay, strategy time. Tip 1. Balance is everything. Your number 1 mistake to avoid is dumping all your best cards into the 5-card hand and leaving your 2-card hand completely dead. If your low hand is weak, the dealer will almost always beat it. You basically hand them half your chips on a silver platter. Tip 2. The 5% commission. When you win, the casino takes a small cut, usually 5% of your winnings. So if you bet $20 and win, you get $19 in profit instead of $20. Small difference, but know it's there so you're not confused at the table. And here it is, the beginner trap. You get dealt a full house, 3 aces and 2 kings. Amazing hand, right? Most beginners go, full house in my 5-card hand, easy. But wait, what does that leave in your 2-card hand? 2 random low cards, weak. The dealer beats it almost every time. The better move? Split it. Put a pair of aces in your 2-card hand, one of the strongest 2-card hands possible. Put 3 kings in your 5-card hand. Now, both hands are weapons. That's the play. That's what separates the players who just get lucky from the ones who actually know what they're doing. And that, my friend, is how you play Pai Gow Poker. Super quick recap. 7 cards, split into 5 and 2. 5-card hand must be better. You're only playing the dealer. Win both, you win. Lose both, you lose. Split, push, get your money back. And balance both hands every single time. That is genuinely all you need to know to sit down and play. If you learned something today, hit that like button. It takes 1 second and it helps this video reach more people. Subscribe if you haven't. Seriously, we've got explainers on everything from Texas Hold'em, to Blackjack, to Catan, to weird party games you've never heard of. Drop a comment and tell me what game you want explained next. I read every single one. And share this with someone who always looks confused at the card table. Be that friend. Be the hero. I'll see you in the next one.